More and more law enforcement agencies are using drones, and now one lawmaker is working to establish rules for how police can and cannot use aerial drones in law enforcement operations.
NBC4 State House reporter Jesse Bethea spoke to him about his unique perspective on how they can be used.
Drones can fly lower, hover longer, and see more than traditional police helicopters. They are also cheaper and certainly more quiet. All the more reason why the state legislature wants to ensure that drone surveillance does not infringe upon constitutional rights. The Fourth Amendment protects all Americans against unreasonable searches and seizures, but it was also written in the time of horse-drawn carriages.
The technology has raised us to a point where I don't think anyone would have realized we'd ever get here. They probably wouldn't have imagined it, but here we are. And so balancing that, I think, has just been in the process.
Representative Bernard Willis is an active deputy sheriff in Clark County, and he understands how valuable drone technology can be to law enforcement, especially compared to traditional helicopters.
If that is in your area, you know that it's there. You know, it's going to be very apparent that there is a helicopter in your area. But these systems, because of the way they operate, they're quiet enough that they can be there, and they can be there in large numbers.
Willis introduced House Bill 251, which would, among other things, require police to obtain a warrant to use aerial drones for surveillance.
This is a way that we just set some guidelines to say if we're going to have them, we need to use them responsibly and, have a contract with the rest of our society that says we're not going to be the Wild Wild West.
The bill would also require police to retain surveillance drone flight records for public scrutiny, which has alarmed some privacy advocates.
We don't want the ability for this transparency in the system to also then allow people to use that data for nefarious purposes. So we have some work to do on it, and I think we're going to end up getting that done over in the Senate.
House Bill 251 was passed by the House of Representatives earlier this month and will now be taken up by an Ohio Senate committee for consideration. Local for you at the State House, I'm Jesse Bethea, NBC4.
Thanks for watching. For more NBC4, download the NBC4 streaming app. You'll get free 24/7 local programming streamed straight to your living room. Just search NBC4 Columbus on your Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Roku, or Samsung device.